Fans around the world are buzzing again, and this time they're convinced they've spotted something big, something quietly powerful, between Chang-wook and Nam Ji-Hyun. For years, their chemistry has been a topic that never quite leaves the conversation. It fades a little, then resurfaces stronger than before, like a flame the industry simply cannot put out. And now, new evidence has surfaced, leaving fans whispering, wondering, connecting dots, and asking if the pair they've rooted for since their unforgettable drama might actually be showing signs of something deeper behind the scenes. Welcome, viewers, and thank you for joining today's story. Get comfortable, because what we're about to dive into is not just speculation. It's the kind of subtle but powerful trail that keeps fans awake at night, replaying videos, zooming into photos, and analyzing details frame by frame. It begins quietly, as it always does with them. Chang-wook and Nam Ji-Hyun have never been the type to draw loud attention to their personal lives, which is exactly why their fans react so strongly whenever something, no matter how small, feels off, feels different, feels meaningful. The latest wave of excitement started innocently, with a few observant fans who noticed a shift in the way the two actors mentioned each other during separate interviews. It wasn't the usual, casual tone of former co-stars reminiscing about a shared project. It was softer, more thoughtful, more guarded, yet strangely revealing. Almost as if both were trying to hide the warmth leaking through their words, but failing in the most beautiful way. One fan quoted a particular line that started going viral. Chang-wook, when asked about actors he feels the most comfortable working with, paused a little longer than necessary before saying Nam Ji-Hyun's name. It wasn't the mention itself. It was the pause, the smile, the shift in his eyes, that slow exhale that felt like a window opening into something more personal. In the fandom world, tiny gestures often speak louder than 1,000 statements. And that little moment triggered an avalanche of re-uploads, slowed down clips, commentaries, and TikTok edits with captions like, "He didn't just say her name, he breathed it." It sounds dramatic from the outside, but fans who have followed them for years know that Chang-wook rarely shows that level of softness when speaking of co-stars. Not unless they occupy a special place in his life. Then came Nam Ji-Hyun's interview, which poured even more fuel onto the already roaring fire. When a host casually brought up Chang-wook, expecting a professional remark, she did something fans immediately picked up on. She blushed. Not a polite, stage-ready blush, but an involuntary one that crept up her cheeks, forcing her to look down for a second before she composed herself. It was the way her fingers fidgeted, the way she tried to change the topic too quickly, the way she laughed, a little too nervously, that sent the fandom spiraling into excitement. Comment sections exploded with messages like, "This is not acting. She still gets flustered just hearing his name, and there's no way there isn't something going on." But while interviews create a spark, it is the behind-the-scenes details, the moments not crafted for promotion, that create the wildfire. A fan who attended a private industry event claimed that Chang-wook and Nam Ji-Hyun were seen talking quietly in a corner, not posing for cameras, not greeting in passing, talking. And not in a distant, polite way, but in a manner that seemed warm, familiar, and deeply comfortable. According to the fan, Chang-wook was leaning slightly closer than necessary, and Ji-Hyun was holding her drink with both hands while smiling up at him in a way she rarely shows to reporters. There wasn't a crowd around them, just the two of them, unaware that someone had taken note. Then another detail surfaced. Chang-wook was spotted leaving the event later than expected, and some fans claimed he appeared to be looking for someone before exiting. Minutes later, Nam Ji-Hyun came out of the same building, walking in the same direction. This blew up immediately, with fans stitching timelines, comparing clips, and trying to determine whether they left together or separately. The truth remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the closeness observed that night felt too natural to be merely coincidental. And fans being fans, they went digging further. One of the strongest new pieces of evidence fans are discussing is something subtle. Too subtle for casual observers, but impossible to ignore for people who have spent years analyzing these two. Their matching accessories. They've had accidental overlaps before: caps, hoodies, bracelets. But this new one is different. Several recent photos show both of them wearing rings, not flashy or luxurious, but almost identical in style. Thin, minimalist, silver, worn on similar fingers. When this discovery hit fan communities, chaos erupted. While no one is claiming their engagement rings, the idea that both may be wearing couple rings has become a trending theory. Fans who initially dismissed it as coincidence changed their minds when higher resolution images emerged, showing that the designs were practically the same. One fan wrote, "They're at the age where subtlety means more than loud displays." Another added, "If they really are dating privately, this is exactly how they would show it, without showing it." Even more intriguing, during a recent live session, a commenter brought up the ring, and Chang-wook quickly moved his hand out of the frame. Fans caught it instantly. His reaction was too quick, too self-conscious. It didn't help that Nam Ji-Hyun, in a separate live broadcast, also adjusted her hand awkwardly when comments about her ring began to flood in. The timing was suspiciously aligned, adding another layer of intrigue. Another moment that is being replayed non-stop is a video taken at a drama meeting gathering. Chang-wook entered the room and greeted everyone warmly. But then, when Nam Ji-Hyun walked in moments later, something changed in his expression. It was a softness, a look that fans described as melting. He stood a little taller, smiled a little wider, laughed a little brighter. These signature reactions have become a pattern over time, and fans are experts at spotting them. His body language around her has always been different. Protective, attentive, drawn in, as though he can't help but be in tune with her presence. And then there's Nam Ji-Hyun, whose natural warmth becomes noticeably sweeter around Chang-wook. She tends to lean slightly toward him without realizing it, her eyes softening whenever they share a moment. Fans love to point out how she listens to him more intently than she does with others, as though each word matters a little more. During one group interview, she kept glancing sideways at him, even when he wasn't talking, almost as if checking if he was comfortable or enjoying the discussion. These small but telling behaviors add depth to the narrative fans have been building, a narrative they believe is now stronger than ever. The resurfacing of old clips also contributed to the latest wave of speculation. Fans rewatched behind-the-scenes footage from their drama years ago and compared it to their recent interactions. What struck everyone was the consistency, the same shyness, the same laughter, the same subtle tension that feels too real, too natural, too unmanufactured for the camera. When people evolve over time, certain behaviors fade. But with these two, the chemistry feels like it has stayed intact, maturing rather than disappearing. Fans see this as a sign that the connection they built didn't vanish when the drama ended. But what truly pushed everything to a new level was the most unexpected source. A stylist. Not a well-known one, not someone with millions of followers, but someone who posted a story featuring a photo of two actors' outfits laid out on a rack. The caption was seemingly unrelated, but fans with keen eyes identified items associated with Chang-wook and Nam Ji-Hyun. The suspicious part? The outfits looked coordinated, as though prepared for a joint appearance or photo shoot, except no such appearance was ever announced or released. The stylist deleted the story within minutes, but by the time it disappeared, it had been screenshot dozens of times. And once something is screenshot in the K-drama fandom, it spreads like wildfire. Speculation soon followed. Were they filming something together secretly? Was a surprise reunion project in the works? Were they attending a private event as a pair? Or, fans whispered, were they simply meeting for personal reasons and the stylist shared something not meant for the public eye? Nothing has been confirmed, of course, but the energy surrounding the moment is undeniable. Another subtle but powerful clue fans noticed is how both actors' schedules seem to align in odd ways. There were instances where they disappeared from social media around the same time, days where neither posted anything, weeks where both seemed quieter than usual. Fans have long believed that synchronized silence is sometimes more telling than public interactions. In the industry, couples often step back from online activity to avoid drawing attention when they are spending personal time together. Whether this is the case here remains unverified, but fans find the timing too convenient to ignore. The emotional connection fans feel toward this possible pairing is also what keeps this narrative alive. They've watched Ji Chang-wook grow through hardships, injuries, military service, and career highs and lows. They've watched Nam Ji-Hyun blossom from a child actress into a mature, respected leading woman with a heartwarming presence. Each has a loyal fan base, but when these two worlds merge, something explosive happens. There's a tenderness in their on-screen and off-screen dynamic that fans have always found healing, comforting, and real. It's the kind of pairing that just makes sense, the kind that looks right, feels right, and carries a quiet harmony difficult to fake. These newly noticed details, the interviews, the rings, the stylist post, the event encounter, the synchronized schedules, added together create a pattern fans cannot dismiss. Every time they resurface together in public, even for the briefest moment, the chemistry feels as natural as breathing. They don't force reactions, they don't exaggerate warmth. They simply fall into an ease with each other that feels rare in an industry where every gesture is often rehearsed. Of course, nothing has been officially confirmed by either of their agencies.